Hello, beautiful people. It's going to be the first video, probably the last video about this. It is the 25th of 2016 of July. I have to go and I guess turn in my statement to Matthew House, so the Canadian authorities will not send my information to Toronto, so the Toronto guys don't come and deport me, because the Canadian judge, which I suspect was paid off to not allow me in this country, because the truth of the matter is the amount of money that my family, my immediate family, and with the collaboration of the Windsors, Rothschilds, and all the other Illuminatis, Freemasons, they've spent tons of money to keep control of their money and to not allow their slave ancestry, their indigenous and Aboriginal bloodlines to have anything. They paid a lot for this. So people don't understand how really far it goes down the wormhole and what extent they do, and use police to destabilize us, to keep us broke, to make us seem crazy. It's pretty systematic, and I live with it every day. But this video is not about that. I just wanted to clear that up because this is a video dedicated to poetry and my website, Dead Poets Society and Aboriginal Art. I originally made this page because I wanted to impress a woman, a very great woman. She is Canadian. She's been very kind to me. She's dealt with a lot of my targeting and my moods, and them targeting me, and possibly them targeting her, because she's just really a smart, really good person. And the chances of me meeting somebody that has some stability and goodness in their heart and love for me is a very big problem for my family, because they paid so much to keep me broke, destabilized, because I expose what they do. Freemasons. So this video is a crack at freestyle poetry, love poetry. I didn't write anything, there's nothing in front of me. It is 6:30 a.m. in Canada, and the skies are very dark, and it's raining. Yeah, and I would like to add this. My shoes, you know, the shoes that Crystal Suggs bought me. Thanks, Crystal, because I needed new shoes to go out to Florida. Because my shoes that I had, they were like combat boots. I had them since the ordeal in Mexico. I had actually had two pairs of boots, and the Mexican authorities stole the other pair. So the pair that I had, they had holes in them, and they're very bad. And Crystal Suggs, when I went out to her house to build a magnetic orgonite system, she got me some new boots. Well, I've walked so much in those boots since I did the thing at her house. Those boots have two holes in the bottom. So it's raining, and I don't think I'll be doing much walking today, because I was supposed to go to Matthew House and turn in my plea. So I don't know, maybe God's talking, who knows. But that's life, you know. And people have so much to say about a starving artist. And that's all I am, you know, because I can sing, dance, and I'm about to attempt some freestyle love poetry, so we'll see how talented I am. Here goes. Let me. So nervous right now, you have no idea. But anyway, here goes. The struggles of life, finding that special person that you look at and you feel that you want to make your wife, all those lonely nights, all those lonely days, nothing could replace the longing and the wanting to just be next to her. I open the doors of wonder, the doors of bliss, the doors of explicit fun and joy of what is a woman. What it means for her to love you, for her to accept you, for her to be next to you, no matter what it is you do or say. She understands with that look. That look of, I know you, I understand you, I'm going to be here to love you. Now, the people that have been married for 30 years, 40 years, and then get a divorce because they open that door and they see something more about the person that they thought they knew. Because at the beginning of that relationship, that person that you thought you knew was too afraid to bear everything about what is to be, what was, what he or she aspires to be, what he or she loves to be, what he or she loves to do or see. Can I bear it all, and will you still accept me? These are words from the heart and the soul. This is why I love poetry. Because you have to think so fast and you have to be so true, and you want these words to come out first class to that woman that you want to know, that you thought you knew, that forever grows in so many ways, that you give praise to God in this day, in this moment, that you can see the beauty within, shining within, coming out in every word, in every way. When you log on to the internet and you go to your email or your page and you see if she sent a message, and then you open it up and you listen to those words and you just say, at least she just said something to me. Now my day is complete. The things that I have gone through coming to this country, asking them to accept me, to believe me, that I've been stalked and harassed and they've tried to kill me first class just because I wanted to love, just because I wanted a family that wasn't chosen by them, just because I wanted the love of a true, good woman. I thank you. I love you. Please forgive me for all the things that I don't understand, that I'm just starting to understand. And please forgive me for loving you so much, for trusting you so much and never giving up. In these days, I prayed so much for you to open your heart and for the stars to shine on you and me, for inevitably for love to show its might, and every right and every injustice be resurrected and be corrected, for the world to see what these things that I keep talking about, They pay so much money to make all of us seem untrue and like dummies. You give me strength to carry on. And if and when I have to go back to the United States to bear my fate without knowing the love and the truth of that Canadian woman, I just wanted to say this. I love you. Please forgive me for helping create this negative reality and giving in to their conditioning of what they do to men, to do to women, because it's a man's world. And look at what man has done to his sister, his mother, his lover, the one that gives him the air, the very air that he breathes. For he does not see how he has been trained from the belly of the beast to go against all that is natural, all that has humility, all that is of earth, all that is of that thing that we live upon and they struggle to destroy. These things I see in me because I was born into them, and they started taking my mind from the womb and tried to mold it into something that it wasn't. And so I struggle even through these words to say things that cannot be spoken or seen to truthfully one woman, to one lady that I will eternally love so much. I will never give up on you, and honestly, I will admit this. When I go over to the United States, and when I was in the United States and sitting in the hospital room after that heart attack that was induced by a microwave weapon, that they say, you're just out of shape, die naturally, soft killing. Sitting in that room, I made up my mind. If I don't leave, I'm gonna die. So I came to Canada to try. You've only lived once. Since I've been here, I've experienced such great beauty on the river, good, nice people. I have an apartment with furniture of my own for the next 5 days. I've never had this, I can say, not in my life. I've lived a life of no money, struggling because I refused to sign a contract with the Illuminati, with the Masons, with Satan, to become one of their artists, to become one of their controlled victims. So I live like this, and when people so easily throw judgment at me and say, oh, he sounds crazy. Well, for those people that so easily say these things about me, have you ever tried typing my name on the internet, Zakaos, and see how far back my entertainment career in the industry goes? I've DJ'd with Carl Cox, Mixmaster Mike, Hubert, J Magic, Adam F, Hype, the biggest junglist, 1992. I was the only junglist, black junglist, scratching and doing all those things that I do to this day. And then when I went to Romania, then the DJs couldn't say anything because they couldn't touch me, and I rose to the top. And then they had to send a big gangster to come say, hey, work for me or else. And I said no. I've already turned down people that have more money than you, and I'm related to the Rothschilds and Windsors, literally by blood. They probably paid you a bunch of money because you're just a thug, just to use you to do what they don't have the stomach to do. This is my life. You can't take that away from me. Not even when I go back to Buffalo and live on the streets with nothing. The love in my heart for this woman will never change. Disgust for the Canadian judge and judges and all the Freemasons sworn to Satan for what you did to me, that will never change because I've never had anything. I just had my voice and talent, and had to study and to become better than you, had to be stronger than you, had to be braver than you, and had to find God. That is G-O-D, God's love for me and her, to wish us a very, 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 very honest path in life. I just wanted to love, wanted to find a good woman, wanted to find a girl that's gonna love me and choose to be my wife. It's all I've ever wanted in life, and to write beautiful poetry and to make music for her and sing to her and scratch with her and teach her how to scratch and get 4 turntables and make recordings. Yeah, this is me and my baby, my lady. These are my dreams. This is the only thing that I've ever wanted to be, is to find someone that would finally understand me and take that love and we create the most beautiful things. This dream you'll never take from me. I speak it, so I speak it into being, so there shall it be. Even if not in this lifetime, I'll come back. And I'll do it again when the world is ready for this, a world without sin. I love you, Diane. Every step, every moment, everything that I've done in my life has been up to this moment for you to hear these words, for me to write the words that I've written to you, for me to understand women a little bit more, because that's the only thing a man can do. Realize what the system has done to me mentally, physically, metaphysically, spiritually, and undo what I don't want to be a part of me. I just want to understand the other half, the thing that these entities don't want me to have next to me. A great woman, a beautiful lady, someone to listen to me, someone to understand me, someone to not question me, someone to just be by my side day and night. I don't have this, but I wish for this. I pray for this. I dream for this. I worship this. I live for this. But even now, as I have 5 days before I have to go back to the United States and become a homeless slave and wait for a cop to throw some handcuffs on me for something that I didn't do because he got paid money. These words of truth shall speak. Even if they put me in a FEMA camp in an incinerator coffin, then I'll be at peace. I love you. Please forgive me for creating this negative reality. I love you. And all the things that you do, because they are you. And every moment and every second and every choice that you've made has brought me to say this truth unto you, eternal you, the most incredible little beautiful thing that if I were with you now, I would be on my knees on the ground with my arms wrapped around your waist, and my head buried in your tummy, giving praise to the woman, the lady, the grace upon this day. Don't ever let this feeling go away. Thank you for your time. This is just one and one that I see that live within the divine. I'm Zakaos, and just trying to focus and prepare myself for what comes, whatever that may be. I will eternally love this lady. Peace.